Guys, we're jumping into game number 3. The map is Shattered Temple. HerO versus Puma 2. The last time these two met, HerO won 4-3. All right, well, we're introducing HerO first. Over on the east side of the map as the blue Protoss, give it up for Liquid HerO.
And over in the left position, coming to the table with more builds than most would know what to do with, we have EG's Puma.
Obviously, pretty split crowd, Sean, in terms of favoritism here. Definitely a lot of Puma fans, certainly a lot of HerO fans. I bet you there are even people out there that remain neutral and don't care who wins. They love them both.
I know that there's many people out there, you know, as Husky StarCraft would say, he's very selfish. He just wants it to go to Game 7.
I think Husky's a wise man, and that's a very, very good statement to make.
And you know, already we have the series reset 1-1. It's now a best of 5. Whoever wins the next 3 of the 5 games will be the champion. We see Puma, going for a very fast gas directly in front of Liquid HerO. Not going to risk any kind of early expand. A little bit dicey to do that on this map against someone with as meticulous control as Liquid HerO. And of course, HerO going to be opening up standard as well. Shattered Temple in cross-map positions always ends up with some very interesting maps.
Things are going well tonight. We've got Puma here not walling off at the front, of course, and the racks finishing up inside, but that quick gas, as you said, probe from HerO, those pesky Protoss probes, getting as much information as it possibly can. And over on HerO's side, we're going to see the Psycore throw down. Now, cross positions here on Lost Temple. Obviously, HerO had a very, very meticulous and straightforward plan. And, you know, I wanted to point out also, in that game, we saw, like you'd mentioned, the Zealot making his trip around the world, taking the scenic route to make his way over to Puma's base. But losing that Stalker so early in that game, I thought was going to actually play a bigger role than it actually did. It may have seemed like a victory there for Puma, but in the end, it really did not have any impact at all.
Yeah, you know, if you actually just think about Stalkers in that matchup in general, you don't get that many Stalkers early on in the matchup. It's generally a lot of Zealots, Sentries, Immortals. Stalkers are very fragile because they're expensive in the early game. They actually have to be active and do cool things like the Blink Stalker play. So losing that first single Stalker not just shuts down vision, but also shuts down any kind of ranged presence you want for the remainder of the game. Puma looks like he is going to be opening up with the early expand yet again. He waited until that probe left that base. Even over mining gas, look at that, already has 66 in the bank. Bunker planting for Puma. HerO's gonna have to suspect Cloaked Banshee, will have to suspect a 1-1-1. Still a lot of tech-based possibilities, and I think that's why he enjoys this play. And gosh, I mean, even though HerO did miss this one SCV,
that SCV has been trying I mean, I don't know that he necessarily saw the Stalker, but he moved in further over to the other side. Very similar to what we saw him do in the last game, but will he actually drop something in that location? Sometimes doing the exact same thing a second time in a row might seem a little crazy to do, but your opponent may not be expecting. However, it looks like he was just hiding so he could find that timing to move in when those units would be out and about, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
Oh my gosh, he's just gonna walk right in. He's gonna pick off nothing. HerO, youch, losing.
And the SCV is gonna see everything at this point as well.
Wonderful reaction there by EG's Puma. HerO now has to get his robotics facility up. He cannot get any information. Puma fans are delighted. Puma actually at quite a clear advantage. It looks like he will be teching to that very classic double tech lab, maybe even the double ghost opening once again.
That worked out quite well for him in game number 1, so we'll see if that is something he will consider here. As we saw the Robo facility go down by that SCV, Warp Gate research finishing up right now. The 2 gateways, to addition to the 1 that he already have, is now on the field, but just now warping in. So we do see 1 SCV coming over here, and really HerO doing a great job just trying to get vision of the map. He's got that mini contain, if you will, with 2 stalkers, if you can really call that a contain. But more or less, he's just making sure that he knows when the move move out may happen, and that bunker has been salvaged. Ooh. So will he move forward with these Marines and maybe try to snipe one of these stalkers?
I don't know how this SCV is so good at hiding, Marcus. He always knows exactly where the other units aren't. HerO, at the very least, knows where it's not safe on the map, and that's at the top of Puma's ramp. You see that one orbital command moving out. Once again, the double tech lab, and oh, baby, where is it? Found it. Ghost Academy going down. Looks like yet again we're going to see reliance on that Ghost heavy play. Now here's the Stalker Micro that I love from Liquid HerO.
Yeah, and he's really, so far, going to be able to do some damage with these 3 Stalkers. He'll immediately move back. Puma knows that that's a race he cannot win. But he has a nice little bunch of Marines here, going to put that bunker back down in the front as he lands his orbital command. Meanwhile, on the other side, the 2 gateways have finished up. We're going to have the first Immortal coming out. And again, this seems to be very, very similar. Did he not see it?
We didn't see it.
Oh, wow. Because this is going to be an almost identical unit composition to what HerO had in game number 1.
Oh, in that first game, HerO nearly lost to that initial set of Ghost EMPs, and now, are a pair of Ghosts even in production? No, it looks like... Oh, Puma. I think Puma gets it. Puma gets it. Puma gets it. Well, he has 30 energy on both his orbital commands. Let's just keep saying uh-oh for like an hour. Oh, no, he kills off the supply depot.
He's waiting for it.
He has spider sense. And in the same time, HerO again doing the very classic, keep those gateways on halt. Do not build out of them. And with that money saved up, add on extra gateways for future warp-ins. Oh, he gets it. He has enough. Oh!
Actually, the implications of that timing are just remarkable for Puma, because just now the Ghosts come out, and so people have no idea that they are going to be on the field.
And it's so fun. I love the crowd here at NASL. They're getting so excited about these brilliant timings. I mean, in general, people freak out when there's a drop coming or whether a building's hidden. The players inside are starting to get nervous. Is our DTs on the way? Is a drop on the way? No, he just scanned and killed an observer.
Oh, and you know what? Here we're going to have him come out. The SCVs come out first. Where are the Ghosts? The Ghosts are in the back. He's got to bring them forward. He's got to land that perfect EMP.
No. 75 energy on both of them. He has enough for 2 EMPs. Does HerO see it? Does he see it? HerO advancing forward. Too risky. Oh, there's 1 EMP, and it's time to run. It looks like, no, he is going to go for it. 2 of those force fields get thrown down. But Puma with an incredible spread, continuing to sprint forward. Puma, in total dominating fashion, crushes the first push attempt from Liquid HerO. Everything has to retreat. A nice stim right there by Puma. His units are weakened. He does not have any more energy on that. Liquid HerO is going to have to do some real wonders with those Stalkers if he wants to hope to stay alive.
Yeah, I mean, losing the ground army, really, really devastating. Losing the 3 Immortals, pretty much crippling. Let me break your arms and enter into the ring and have a boxing match. That's kind of what this is like right now, is we're going to have another Immortal pop out right here. But again, the ground force is so minute here for HerO. He just does not have a whole lot, but Puma's not going to get greedy yet. He does not have EMPs ready on those Ghosts quite yet, so he's going to wait for either more Ghosts or these energy to come back up before he actually decides to go in and make his move.
I mean, Puma doing one of the most brilliant decisions he could have done. He advanced to the front, he scanned it, saw what was up, and even though Puma has a food lead, look at how low energy and low health all these units are. Puma pulls back. He's going to wait for his medevacs to pop out, and in the meantime, he is going to set himself up to take a relatively quick third. So HerO is scrambling to get back into this fight.
And another observer is going to be coming out here. And he scans and snipes it off almost immediately. HerO finding himself down in supply and once again without vision of what is going on. He will retreat back to his base. Meanwhile, we've got the first Colossus now coming out as the robotics bay is in the north side of his base. Still no extended thermal lance quite yet. And will he move forward here? He does have EMPs now. The energy has been replenished. The first medevacs are on their way. A couple of Stalkers making themselves and extending themselves out too far, but they do come back. This is a very, very crucial situation that HerO must defend if he wants to even try any hope of winning this game.
Oh, this could be the final fight of this match. We see the Stalkers try to step forward and eliminate the Ghost, but he loses a Stalker at the front. HerO spreading himself out. Colossus now going to be able to do some damage from up on high, but he's got to be careful with that positioning to the Ghost. Oh, he does get an EMP off, but it does not really do that much damage. He's pulling everything back. He's trying to annihilate the Ghost, and the one Colossus now taking out a lot of damage. It does fall. An amazing set of force fields, but with hardly any units on the map. What can HerO do? Immortals at the backside ripping apart the Marauders, but the unit count from Puma is too high. And good game. In commanding fashion, Puma re-seizes the lead with the same play as in game 1. Let's hold it up to both our mics. The GG button has been pressed up at center
That's
stage.
Wormace's GG button, by the way. Thanks, Wormace. So.
Really appreciate that.
Solid using the same strat from game 1, hiding the Ghost Academy in a place that, you know, was just a good thought. It's like, this is a good place to put it. Maybe an observer will just miss it by a couple of centimeters, and that's exactly what happened.
Well, it's a big problem when you're trying to do that aggressive style of play that we see out of Liquid HerO. If you recall from DreamHack, many of the wins from HerO in that 3-win streak for games 2, 3, and 4, Liquid HerO was doing tricks like sneaking pylons in the base and doing very aggressive 3-warp gate. Doing that sort of opening is very, very, I guess I'd say, like invigorating in a best of 7 to be like, yes, I crushed him with an early push on Shattered Temple. However, it looks like Puma is almost inviting that kind of pressure. HerO's going to have to play a little bit more calm, a little bit more meticulous. Twice now we have seen 2 failed early pushes as a direct result of that Ghost timing.
Yeah, and I mean, for Puma, it's got to feel really, really good. We see so many Protoss actually going with that sort of aggressive style of build. And even in game 2 with the Blink Stalkers, it's really, really aggressive. But in that case, seeing Puma respond with the Ghost, he actually retained his Ghost better in game 3 than he did in game 1.
Oh, yeah.
If you remember, in the first engagement, both the Ghosts that came out initially died, which meant he had to go in for that second attack, but it really was a repeat of game number 1. And now we're going to be moving on to Crevasse.